the M65 Field Jacket. It's an iconic military jacket, and it's been featured in movies with Sylvester Stallone in First Blood wearing one, Al Pacino in Serpico, and Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver. Developed, as I believe, I'm no expert, but it's developed in 1965 primarily for the war that was going on in Vietnam. So it was developed the predecessor was the M51, I think, and this M65 was developed in that year and used for quite a few years into I believe, maybe into the late 80s. So these jackets are kind of now being offered by different manufacturers, and you can find them online, and there's lots of different colours and different offerings. So I've got two here. This one is from a company called Mean and Green, and this is a vintage washed version. The one behind me here is a kind of, if you like, a more standard reproduction of the M65. So what's this one got? Well, they all feature the same 4 pockets to the front. You've got a main zipper here. Both of these jackets come with a liner, although they've got different kinds of liner, which I'll talk about in a sec. But in terms of the outside, you've got this kind of high collar here with a flap here that can Velcro across, and then you've got a zipper in the collar at the top there, which has got a concealed hood which drops all the way down into the jacket, which is quite nice. It means the collar stays quite flat because the hood is basically falling down your back inside. And then the cuffs have got a extended pointed hem, if you like, which you can kind of Velcro back to straighten them out. I guess that's for, practicality of wearing a pair of gloves and keeping your hands warm. And then they've got, all the pockets are secured with poppers. So these poppers secure the pockets, and no internal pockets, which you sort of get used to these days with jackets that have a zipper here in the pocket, but these have got no internal pockets. The other features, you've got these epaulettes that obviously nod to the military style. I guess there's a practicality to those, maybe putting a rucksack strap under there, maybe, and keeping it secure. Maybe if there's another reason those are developed, then put it in the comments. So this jacket's got a very soft feel about it. Feels quite sort of soft and washed. So what I'll do is I'll try that on in a second, but let me just move over to this one. I'll just grab this one off the hanger. So this one is also got the internal liner. This one actually has buttons, so it buttons out, and on this model it actually zips out, and this one's like a Borg lined kind of fleece, whereas this is just a polyester quilt. But let me just try this on, just take you through, I'll show you how this looks. So as you can see, it's quite sort of big in the sleeves, but that's the style of these jackets. That is just, I guess they're aimed to be worn over the top of other thicker clothing, from a military perspective perhaps. But if I just do the jacket up, show you that, and then you've got the poppers there. So this one feels much lighter than this one. This feels quite bulky, and I'll show you that in a sec. But this is a size small. I'm usually small medium. I'm about 5'8", 38-inch chest, and this one fits me really well actually. As you can see, just do a little twirl, show you some of the back of it. Inside you've got also, in terms of adjustment, the liner here, but you've also got these drawstrings. So if I just, for example, if you want to give it a more fitted look, you kind of want to just do that, turn it into a sort of bit more of a fitted jacket, a bit more of a tailored silhouette, I guess, which I quite like. So that, and that feels really comfortable. And I think, out of the two, which one do I like best? Well, I think I prefer this one. I think I like the kind of fresh look of this one, I'd rather perhaps wear one of these and make it look vintage myself, maybe than buying one off the peg. But I'll just quickly switch these over. So yeah, as you can see, this one fits pretty much the same. It does feel pretty much the same in terms of its fit. I guess this feels a little bit bulkier, but I think it's because the inner lining is probably more significant. As you can see, it's kind of fleece lined. It also has a kind of collar here, and actually you can wear this because of the zips on the side. You can actually take this out and wear it as a zip-up jacket, which is quite a handy little feature to have a kind of separate jacket out of it. And again, you've got the drawstrings around the waist. You've got drawstrings at the bottom, so you can pull the hem in as well. So yeah, but this one, same features. You've got the hood concealed in the collar. You've got the Velcro strap to allow you to do the collar up when it's keep the cold out. So I'm undecided. I bought both of these, and I'm not sure. I'm going to return one, I think. So it's either going to be that one or this one. Really interested to see which one just by seeing this review. If you're interested to make a comment, just tell me, do you think this one or this one? I'm undecided. I like them both, but I'm not sure I can keep them both. One point on the price between these two of what I paid in the UK is this one was £90. So actually this one was 50. So there is a price difference, which you can understand because this does seem like it's kind of got more, I guess, more to it than that one. This one's very basic, but and I guess there's a process of making this to the standard and the way it looks compared to, say, this one. But it depends what look you're after. You know, I think this is a great jacket if you want that kind of vintage used look, or this one, which has a much fresher, newer look, which will age over time. Anyway, thanks for watching. A little bit of a quick review, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.